What's going on, everyone? So, thank you, Russell Westbrook. First off, what a great game yesterday between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. I mean, that was a real playoff level game, right? Real back and forth game, double overtime. Jokic, man, that dude is so good, man. Dropped to 61 on them and still ended up taking an L. But it was just this back and forth game. Minnesota looked like they were going to fold several times. I mean, they had that game won like on three different occasions and literally just blew it two out of the three. And then ultimately were able to pull it out. Anthony Edwards had like 10 points going into the fourth quarter. He ended up finishing with 36, I believe. So, he really picked it up, especially in the second overtime. He was like hitting all these threes and just he started going off, started catching fire a little bit. But it was just such a good just game, right? Like if you're a basketball fan, right? Obviously, it's Laker channel. We're Laker fans, but if you just love the game of basketball, I don't know how you watched that game and wasn't like, dude, that was like one of the best games of the season. Like it was such a good game. And the reason I say thank you, Russell Westbrook, is Russell Westbrook did everything in his power to sell, like everything in his power, right? They're going down, or they get a steal. Russell Westbrook's running. I think it was Peyton Watson ends up easy bounce pass. Russell Westbrook just right there has the layup and just botches the layup. It is crazy because the thing that's crazy about Russell Westbrook, he still has the athleticism and the explosiveness. He just, for whatever reason, cannot finish around the rim. If he could finish around the rim, he'd probably still be like an all-star level guy. The guy gets to the rim still whenever he wants, right? He still does a lot of the same stuff that old Russell Westbrook does. He just can't put the ball in the hoop anymore, which is really weird, right? Like, especially layups. He just like is constantly overshooting the layups. He overshoots the layup. They go back in the other direction, which, it happens. You still have the lead, right? You just got to get the stop. They go back and you have the kick out by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Russell Westbrook just runs right into him. And boom, there's 0.1 seconds left. He knocks down two of the three free throws. The third one he missed deliberately to let the clock run out. And that's it. All of a sudden you look up and, Denver loses. So thank you, Russell Westbrook. But I'm sure many of you right now are like, okay, well, that's great, but this is a Laker channel. Why are you talking about that? Why are you talking about Russ? Who cares? Because now the Lakers control the 3 seed, which is the seed that I want the Lakers to get, right? I think that that's your best path, like matchup-wise, to get to the NBA Finals. I think that that's the path that the Lakers should really want to take. So the reason that the Lakers now control their destiny for the 3 seed is because they have the tiebreaker over Denver. And now the Lakers and Denver have the exact same losses in the loss column. So that means if the Lakers finish with the same record the rest of the way as Denver, the Lakers would leapfrog Denver. Denver would drop to 4th. Lakers would be in 3rd, right? Right now, if you look at the standings, right, Denver is still the 3 seed. Lakers are the 4 seed, but that's because Denver has one more win than the Lakers. So the Lakers are half a game back of the Denver Nuggets. But if the Lakers beat the Warriors and they beat the Pelicans, then they would be the 3 seed with the last, it would be 5 games at that point to wrap up the season. So essentially, all the Lakers have to do is just stay even with Denver. So that means the rest of the way, you only have as many losses as Denver does. So if Denver the rest of the way only loses 1 game, then guess what? Lakers can only lose 1 game. They play Denver twice coming up. Or not Denver, the Thunder twice coming up. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on, right? But essentially, the Lakers have to keep pace. Now, I don't want it to be something where, the Lakers are like, oh, okay, well, they lost today, so we get a break today. Like, I don't want to. Do your job, right? Show up, handle business, win some games. Got the Golden State Warriors coming up. All hands need to be on deck. in my opinion, for that game. If you want to rest like Luka and LeBron or whatever, or just Luka and maybe Reeves because LeBron got the 2 weeks off, so maybe you're resting and just kind of letting LeBron be LeBron for a game against the Pelicans. No Zion, no CJ McCollum. Fine, I'm okay with that. But if you're the Lakers, that Warriors game, you cannot mess around. And the Warriors have been hot, man. Warriors are smacking folks right now, right? Like literally. And Steph is just on fire. I mean, we're running into the Warriors at the perfect time. Like we've usually in the last few years have really kind of handled the Warriors. That matchup's been a very favorable matchup. I've even talked about how that's actually my favorite team to play in the first round of the playoffs. I know that they have Jimmy Butler and they have Steph Curry. No one wants to see Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, right? But nobody wants to see LeBron and Luka. The Warriors are probably, or not probably, they are the only team that doesn't have the interior size to punish the Lakers, right? They're the only team that doesn't have, some any type of real. I mean, Kevon Looney, like you can live with the Rui Hachimura matchup on Kevon Looney, right? Like or LeBron or whatever, right? Like you're finding that even Dorian Finney-Smith or a Trace Jackson, right? Like you can live with those matchups, right? Obviously, the Warriors have several guys that can do multiple things out there, Steph and Jimmy, but Lakers have LeBron and Luka and Austin Reeves, and the Lakers would have the 3 best players on the basketball court at all times in that matchup, right? Luka's better than Steph. LeBron's still better than Jimmy. And the Warriors don't have anybody as good as Austin Reeves has been, right? Like, so sign me up for that. Right? That's what I would prefer. But the Warriors, like I said, right now, because we're not in a playoff matchup, can they beat us once right now? Yeah, of course. Especially the way they've been playing. They've been very hot. And they've been shooting the lights out and, playing really good basketball right now. And, the Lakers have had their struggles. Yes, they pulled off the Memphis win. Yes, they pulled off the Houston win. Both of those games we talked about were playoff level games, right? You got to keep in mind, like, this is the time of the year that teams are trying to gear up and get ready for the playoffs. This is the time of the year where teams are really taking the game serious. Not that they're not taking it serious during the regular season, because you do need to win games. But this is where it's like, okay, buckle down, start building the habits, start doing the things that we need to do to prepare and be ready come, May, June. And that's what is so vital during the stretch. It's why you're seeing so many more of these games be playoff level games, because these teams need it, right? Like Minnesota needs every win the rest of the way. Denver is trying to keep pace. I mean, we're only, right? Us in Denver, we're only like 3 games or 2.5 games ahead of, these play-in teams and stuff, which at this point is probably enough to keep you ahead. But statistically speaking, it is possible that, you fall in. So, you look at a team like Denver and they're not that far from the 2 seed. So they'd probably love the 2 seed, right? So all these teams are fighting for seeding. All these teams are fighting for standing, right? All these teams are trying to kind of build the good habits and show and prove, hey, we're a team that can win and this, that, and the other, right? Minnesota's been playing very good basketball recently. You see a lot of these teams that have been playing very good basketball and have been playing, with intent and purpose, right? Lakers, again, not so great basketball as of late. Love the Memphis win. I love the Houston win. Right? Those are 2 games that the Lakers were desperate and needed, and they were able to pull that out. They were able to get that win. That's crucial. It's vital. We need the Lakers to, in a lot of ways, stop playing to their competition, right? Start building those good habits too. Right, like we've seen every time the Lakers play, the Pelicans, all of a sudden Lakers are just like a pedestrian team, and you're just like, oh, come on, man, like, can we get it together? But then they play, they'll play a team like Denver, and they look like the best team in the league, or they play a team like Boston, or like, and it's just like, man, it's like this tale of 2 teams, right? And it's just at times it's frustrating. It's great to know that we can, be that team and get to that level, but you also want to, know that the Lakers are consistent in those areas, right? And we need to know that, the Lakers are able to put that together for, 16 games, right? 4 in each round. So if the Lakers can do that, we'll be in good shape. But man, what a game yesterday. What a game last night. Just was so fun to watch. Top of that, you add in, just like I said, the implications and the impact for the Lakers, right? Lakers now, again, they control the 3 seed. The 3 seed is for them to hold and get or lose, right? Because if the Lakers finish with the same record, Lakers have the tiebreaker. So they would get the 3 seed, Denver would get the 4 seed, and that'd be huge, man. And if Lakers end up getting the 3 seed, maybe even the 2 seed, I think J.J. Redick deserves Coach of the Year. That's just me, but we'll see. Time will tell how this all plays out and how this all shapes up. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. First off, what did you think of the game last night? Secondly, are you excited that the Lakers now control their own destiny as far as like the 3 seed goes? I'd love to hear it. Let me know either way down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me not. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.